Hey everybody, welcome back. This is quiz 7.5, Facebook Friends. Kind of a cool quiz. We're going to create an object called Facebook Profile. So let's get that started. We'll say variable Facebook Profile. It's going to be equal to an empty object literal, and then we'll open it up. Should have three properties. Name. We'll put programmer1. And number of friends will be friends. Let's say 6. And then an array of messages that have been posted as string. So we'll say messages, and we'll create the value for that property is going to be some messages. So we'll say message 1, secret message 2, and people are always saying happy birthday on Facebook. Happy birthday. Okay. It should also have 4 methods, so we'll start, we're going to continue on and we'll write each one of these methods. So it doesn't really say if they should be named or unnamed, so I'm going to start with unnamed and then we'll name them if we need to. So we'll say post message is going to be a function that takes in a message and does some stuff, and then we'll say delete message is going to be a function that takes in an index, and let's put it like that. And the index will, do some stuff. And what we're doing is we're stubbing out the methods or the functions first to give ourselves a nice image of everything that's going to be there, and then we'll kind of fill in as we go. There's lots of ways to do these quizzes, but I sort of like to see everything at a top-down view first and then work from there. Programmer1, that's kind of a weak last name. We'll call it Programmer Jammer. On line 16, we're going to do the next method, which is going to be the Addfriend method. So we'll say a function. This one's not going to take any parameters, and again, we'll fill it in a moment. And then remove friend will also be a method, and it's not going to take any parameters. So the only thing that jumps out that would be a small issue here is that remove friend might want to check to see that the person has any friends before they remove it. So we'll say may wish to check on friend amount first. That'll work. Post message is going to be an operation where we add whatever message this method's been called with to the messages array. So to access the messages array, we're going to say Facebook profile dot messages, and that essentially is going to give us access to this entire array. If we have the name of the array, then we can say dot push and then message, which is going to refer to this parameter. So it doesn't seem like this one returns anything. In fact, it doesn't seem like any of these methods return anything. They're just going to kind of do stuff to our object, which is okay. So cool. So Facebook profile.messages.push message, that should get things done. The next one we're going to do is delete message. So same idea, we're going to access the array in question by Facebook profile.messages. Then we're going to use the splice method. We want to start splicing at the index provided, and we want to remove one value. So splice at the index, comma 1 is going to get the job done for us. Add friend is going to increase the friend count by 1. So to access the friend count, we're going to say Facebook profile dot friends, and then plus plus, or plus equals 1. Sometimes I've heard people say plus equals 1 is easier to read and is more easily adjustable to plus equals other numbers, but you can almost always find 2 solid arguments on either side of any decision for a lot of these programming. You could do it one way or the other. There's always going to be people arguing rather reasonably for each one. So it's usually best at this point to keep in mind what is possible and to save your opinions for later. So maybe we should check on friend amount first. We'll come back to that. If it seems like we have an issue, we'll revisit that method. But this note, this comment on line 20 will help facilitate that. So we'll say Facebook friends minus equals 1. That should remove one of the friends from our friend total. So everything's looking good. We've added the 3 properties and the 4 methods. Okay, I think this should be it. Let's go ahead and submit the answer and see what we did wrong. Excellent. Well, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate everyone's patience as we're working through the Udacity. We've got one more quiz and then we're on to the, I don't want to say the good stuff because Udacity is an excellent resource, but we're on to the actual Hack Reactor at Galvanize prep course. So if you're still working with us, hang in there, and we'll see you in the next video.